A very good day, everyone. My name is Gaurav Shresth, and today we have a webinar on Portfolio Clinic. Now, this is a new tool for our investor, especially for our long-term investor, where they can use this particular tool to improve their portfolio performance. Not only that, it can also help our new investor to find out as per their age, as per their preference, where they should invest, in what ratio they should invest, how much they should invest in equity, how much they should invest in debt, and in various other segment. So portfolio clinic is a very good, for a long-term investor. If you have already have a portfolio, you can, cross check war stock. On particular war stock we have a buy recommendation. If we have a switch stock, whether we have a we have a similar kind of a recommendation in a particular stock from the same sector, we can give you a switch idea that you can exit from a current holding and you can enter in a similar sector in some of the stock. So all those features are covered in a portfolio clinic. So we will cover how to check it, how to log into our website, how to go through the entire process, how to check your portfolio, and how you can study the entire portfolio clinic feature. So we will start our presentation. What you can see in front of your screen is our empowered page, which is our HDFC Securities website. So in order to check your portfolio clinic, you have to first log in into your account. So you have to enter your username, your password, and your date of birth. So once you log in into your account, you have to go to your portfolio section, and in portfolio, you have to go in the portfolio clinic. So you can see on extreme left hand side, you can see the portfolio. In portfolio, you have a summary, demat balance statements, others, and portfolio clinic at the extreme right hand side. So I will select portfolio clinic. And once I click on a portfolio clinic, if you're just going in a portfolio clinic for the first time, it will ask you your preference and everything. Otherwise, it will give you this kind of a page where you can view your holding at the top, alternate pick of your portfolio, and at the bottom, you can find a value picks as per our research recommendation. So just to take an example, you can see Hikal Limited. We have a buy recommendation for that. The target of 218 rupees, and it has been initiated on 15th April 2009. The entry price range is 161 to 175. So like this way, you can see the different kind of research recommendation that we have, especially for the portfolio recommendation as per your choice. So the most important thing again is to first of all select the portfolio. Give your the detail what kind of a portfolio you want. So we will select that. That is more important. You have to go to a portfolio, my risk profile, and you can update your portfolio type again. I will just give you a detail again. You have to go to portfolio. In portfolio, on the right hand side, you have to select my risk profile. Once you have selected that, you will find the detail of yours. Enter. You have to update your portfolio, your profile type. So I have selected an aggressive portfolio type. Once you click on update, just on the top of it, you can also find a bit more detail. So you can enter your age, again your investment goal, which I have selected as an aggressive. What is your investment choice? So again, you can have an option to select from saving, FD, and fixed income, stock, bond, MF, large cap, or stock and derivative outperform index. So again, I have gone for a bit more aggressive one, stock and derivative, and your return expectation, which can be from 8% to 8 to 12 or more than 12%. And you have to click on submit button. Once you click on a submit button, it will ask you terms and condition. You have to agree with that, and this page will open up. Again, how you can do it? You have to go to the update button at the top of it. Once you click on update button, It will ask you a question. You have to enter a detail, click on a submit button, click on I agree, and this page will open up. So on the left hand side, you can see on extreme left, you can see your risk profile question again. What's your age? So we have entered less than 35. What's your investment goal? Aggressive. What's your investment choice? So we have selected an aggressive stock. As per your age, as per your investment goal, you can obviously select the other option also, and your return expectation. Once you've selected this, you will get an investment suggestion from our part, which will be, in this case, it is in NCD or in FD, they are suggesting me to invest 5% of my lump sum amount. In MF large cap, they are suggesting me to invest 25%. In mid cap, MF mid cap or small cap, they are suggesting me to invest 40%. Obviously, because since I have selected an aggressive approach, they want most of the money to be invested in a large cap and medium cap and in a small cap, so that the return can be much more higher. In a small cap and mid cap equity, they've suggested me to invest 25%. In ETF, nothing. And in the last, they suggested me to invest 5% in a gold. So this is an example of an ideal, aggressive way. If you selected an aggressive approach, most probably, most of the suggestion for the investment will be in a small cap and in the medium cap stock that they will suggest. Now coming to the equity part, uh, just like they have suggested us to invest around 25% in the mid cap to small cap equity, but which stock to buy? So in order to check that, we have to again click on portfolio summary. Go to portfolio clinic. And at the bottom, you can again find the stock as per our profile, which they have suggested. So you can see many of the small cap and mid cap company like Hika Limited, First Source Solution, and Nucleus Software Export Limited, on which they have suggested me to buy the stock for a, let's say, for a short term to long term basis. So now we will try to change our our risk profile, and we will see what will be the difference between the aggressive approach and the a bit more moderate approach. So we have to click again on update. Now we will not change the age group this time. We will just change the investment goal from aggressive to, let's suppose, a bit more growth and income related. And from stock and derivative, we will now focus more on stock and bond and large cap fund. The return expectation will again be more than 12%, and we will click on submit button. We have to agree with terms and condition. So now you can see in the investment suggestion, there will be a few changes now. In NCD and bond, they are suggesting us to invest 5%. And below, you can see 10% in gold now. Earlier it was 5%. Now that has been increased to 10%. So they want us to invest 10% in gold. In NPS, they are now suggesting to invest 10%, which is again because we have, although our overall, the investment, the return expectation is 12% only, but our investment goal has now changed to growth and income. So the growth part is related to the NPS part. So that's why they have suggested us to invest 10% in NPS. They've suggested us to invest 5% in tax-free bond. Also in ETF, they have given us 5%. And mid cap and small cap, we have remained at 25%. Large cap have come up with 20%. And in MF, they have suggested us to 10%. Earlier it was around 35%, something like that. And also they have been, suggested us to invest in a large cap MF fund 10%. So you can see there has been a lot of changes just between the, just by changing the investment goal type from aggressive one, from a risk taking one to a growth and income. And you can see, so much changes in the overall suggestion in an investment way. Similarly, if you go back and we can check what are the stock they are now recommending, that might have also changed now. So we have to go in a portfolio again. Portfolio clinic, and we can see no. So the research report, the stocks has still been same. Still the same 3 stock has been recommended by our research team. Maybe because we have not changed our aggressive approach and age group. So again, this time now we will try with a bit no, the extremely safer option. So again, we have to go to our risk profile. In that, we have to click on update. The age and everything, we will not change the age. We will change the preservation of capital in our investment goal, and we will let it. The investment choice should remain the stock, bond, and large cap fund only, and the expectation remain will also remain as it is, 12%. So let's just agree with terms and condition, and we can see a bit more changes again, a bit more increase in the MF large cap fund this time around, and more increase in a large cap equity also, 15%. So that has also increased. NPS and gold have remained same, but you can again see an increase in the FD 7.5% and increase in the ETF also 7.5%. Also in a tax-free bond, they have suggested us to invest 7%, 7.5%. So you can see your overall profile has been changed to moderate. Let us see whether they have any other different stock suggestion this time around. No, so stock suggestion even now have remained kind of same for us, even though now our overall approach have become moderate, but still the stock have remained kind of same. What you can also see now in my profile, you can't see any of a holding, but in case you have any holding, in this section you can see an alternate pick for you. So let's suppose if you already have in stock, I already have a portfolio, let's say for banking stock or from an IT stock, and we have a some other stock suggestion from our part, which we believe from our research team that that particular stock can give us a better result compared to the stock that you hold right now. In this section, in the alternate pick for your portfolio, in this section you will be able to find on the right hand side the alternate pick from our part. So what you can do, you can exit from your current position and you can enter, you can invest the same amount in the alternate pick that we have picked up for you, because our research team believe that the current holding, we have a better option in the same sector. Maybe just you can exit from the current holding and invest the same amount in our research recommendation from the same sector, a better company, and you can earn a better return. So that will be there in the alternate pick for your portfolio. In expert view on your holding, you will find on the left hand side your entire list of holding, all the stock that you have in your portfolio, and on the right hand side you can find our view if we have any buy recommendation on it, or any other recommendation on your particular holding for a long term or for a short term. On the right hand side you can find the our recommendation followed by a stock holding. So this is the basic feature of a portfolio clinic. Basically what it does is, the stock that you have in your portfolio, the stock that you already have in your portfolio, it helps us to give you our research recommendation view, whether you should hold the stock for a more time or not, or if you can switch the stock to some others from a same sector. Also, what we can do is we have gone through that, is by giving our risk profile, we can select the particular segment on which we should do a investment. So we have gone through all the three profile. We will just once again try a different age group this time around. Let us also try to go with a conservative view. So in extreme conservative, you can see the recommendation will now be going more toward a debt mutual fund, 17.5%, in NCD 30%, and hardly anything in a mid cap and small cap. Nothing, in fact, neither in the equity section, neither in the MF. The increase in the gold also have increased 15%. Nothing in NPS. So if you go in extremely conservative way, again the investment suggestion will change a lot. Now we will try something with the higher age group, and we will see whether they can be any different or not. So we'll try with the age group of, let's say, greater than 55. And again, the main goal will be, in this case, the growth in income. And we will stick with, we will try with stock and derivative, and then we will see the stock and bond one. So first we will try with stock and derivative plus outperform index. and the return expectation will be around 12% or more than 12%, and you have to click on submit. I agree with terms and condition. We will update our profile. No, we will let it go with the moderate only. And you can see, so this looking like an ideal kind of an investment for a 55-year-old. The investment for the debt mutual fund is 5%. For NCD is 5%. For large cap mutual fund is 12.5%. For large cap equity again for 15%. Gold and NBS has remained at 10%. Tax-free bond 5%. ETF 7.5%. Mid cap and small cap is 20%. Now again, the most important question that will come in your mind is that, okay, they have suggested us to invest 15% in large cap, but exactly in which large cap should we invest? Similarly, they have suggested us to invest in a mutual fund large cap, but or in a mutual fund mid cap and small cap, but in which mutual fund should we invest? And same with ETF and gold and everything. So for that you have to visit our research page. So let's say in equity section, you can go to the research page. In that, you can find the trading ideas, DIY SIP ideas, fundamental calls. Once you click in the fundamental calls or in the pick up the week, you can find all our research recommendation that is open as of now. So just to give you an example, we have this Jyoti Labs Limited, Orient Electric. We can also select the equity type. So there will be few research recommendation on which the entire research report will also be available. So for example, we can just see Bajaj Auto, and once we click in the research report, the entire report will open up that why we have a research recommendation on this particular stock. So this was a Diwali pick, and you can find the entire detail of the company, not only Bajaj Auto, but even some of the other Diwali pick that we have with the same on the same time frame. Why we have recommended those stocks. What is the fundamentals behind giving the buy calls? What is the exact target? How at what level you have to add on dips, the time horizon and everything. So most of the Diwali picks are there for a 1-year period, so you have to hold it from this Diwali to next Diwali. So again, coming back to our research page, this is the page where you can find all our recommendation for the equity. You can find the fundamental call, you can find the pick of the week, you can find a technical call. Again, for the portfolio clinic, the most of the recommendation was for a long term, so you have to go for the fundamental calls only. Coming for the MF part, you have to go to the mutual fund section. In that, you can select either one-time investment, which is a lump sum investment, or a SIP, which is a systematic investment. If you select one-time investment, again, it means that you will be investing the entire amount at one go. In SIP, or if you select it will be a monthly investment, or whatever time frequency you select, it will at that particular frequency your amount will be invested into the market, into the fund. So once we have selected an one-time investment, you can find most of the large cap fund in a good return low risk section, and you can directly invest by clicking the button invest now. So these are the page where you can find the top scheme. Also, you can download the report on the right hand side in the PDF file over here. So this is how you can find our research recommendation for equity and for MF. Now coming to an ETF, for ETF you can either you can start a normal DIY SIP in ETF, and for that you have to just go to our DIY SIP page, and in this you can directly go to our research recommendation, which is there for DIY SIP. And you will find all the research recommendation in stock. And if you download a report, you will also be able to find all the research report, that why we have a research recommendation in that particular stock. So again, going back to our portfolio clinic. So even in this profile, we can see the stock that has been given to us is kind of a same. Hikal Limited, First Source Solution Limited, and Nuclear Software. To find a report for this any of those stock, we can again have to click just below the company name at research report, and we will get then company name available for us, company report available for us. Why we have a research recommendation in that particular stock with time frame and with add on this value. So, this is the basic of portfolio clinic. I hope the portfolio clinic part is very much clear. Again, to give you a brief, it's a simple. You have to just go in a portfolio. In portfolio, you have to first of all, you can just profile your risks part. If you have not already done it, you have to click on update. They will ask you a few questions. You have to enter your age bracket, your investment goal, your investment choice, and your expectation return. And once you have entered that, you have to click on submit, give it terms and condition, and they will give you an idle portfolio. And in case you already have a portfolio and you want a view on that, you can just click on portfolio clinic. You will get an expert view on your holding at the top section, alternate pick for your portfolio at a medium section at the middle one, and at the bottom you can find the value picks for your portfolio, whether we have a buy recommendation or a sell recommendation, and some other new investment that we believe that will be good for as per your profile. So this is the basic of portfolio clinic. I hope the entire portfolio clinic feature was very clear for you, and where it's obviously it's very interesting part. And the most important thing is that as per your age group, as per your choice, you can get a new recommendation also on your portfolio, not only the new recommendation but also the segment on which you want to invest. So this is all the feature that we have regarding a portfolio clinic. Any question on this, please ask us right now in a in the question section. Just enter the question that you have and click on a submit button. So we have a question from Mr. Paul: how to get rid of a loss on HDFC Securities account? Mr. Paul, so again, in order to get rid of a loss, what you can do is basically have a proper portfolio cleaning done. What portfolio cleaning can do is try it best to minimize your loss. If you have a loss-making portfolio, let's suppose. A portfolio clinic will provide you a research recommendation that you can replace a particular stock with a loss-making company if fundamentally is not good. You can exit from that and you can invest in another particular company which can be a similar, which has a better fundamental, maybe from a similar sector, and has a better potential growth. So by switching between the stock, and by again investment in doing investment as per our research recommendation, you can can turn your loss making portfolio into a profitable one. Another question is from Mr. Rishi. I need to invest a lump sum amount in stock which provide a good return. So Mr. Rishi, again, as we have told you, in order to find any particular stock in which you want to invest and have get a good return, you have to just go to a equity section. You have to go to our research page. In this you can find the fundamental call, technical call, and pick of the week, and also trading ideas. So depending on the time horizon that you are looking to invest, you can either go for the pick of the week or fundamental call, which mostly both of them will be for a bit more longer term. And you can also go for technical call, which will ideally be for a shorter time period, or trading ideas. And if you don't want to invest at a one go and want to invest on a monthly basis, in a systematic way, you can go for DIY SIP. What will happen in that case, that on a monthly basis or whatever time frequency you have selected, on a monthly basis the amount will be invested in the market, so you will have a better average overall. So we have another question coming from Mr. Alpesh. I am under 30. Should I always go for aggressive approach? Mr. Alpesh, again, it's an individual choice. There is no hard and fast rule whether you should always go for aggressive one or not. What I have just updated over here, it was my again choice. You can always go for, and even preservation of a capital is as per the individual financial condition and this overall approach. He can always select preservation of capital or aggressive growth or in growth in income as per his age and as per his financial goal. So it's what you can see over here is written what is your investment goal. So why you're investing it, what is your overall goal for the investment, and as per that you should basically select it. Obviously the age is one of the factor while selecting it. If you are less than 35, if you're less than 30, then you should ideally be a bit more aggressive in your investment approach, but it's not a hard and fast rule. You can select as per your approach. You can also go for a preservation of capital. So we have another question coming from Miss Priya. What is the benefit of portfolio clinic? Priya, so we have just we have covered means all the basic part of a portfolio clinic. It's what it does is it's does your risk profile and provide you an perfect investment solution, that where you should be investment, where you should do an investment if you are a new investor, and if you already have an investment, if you already have a portfolio, what changes you can do in your portfolio to make it more profitable. So this is the main two benefit of a portfolio clinic, as the name suggests, portfolio clinic. So it give you an idea how you can exit from or do a changes from in your current profile, and where you can do a new investment. This is the main benefit of a portfolio clinic. So we have few more questions coming up, but due to a time constraint, we will not be able to take most of the question. But what I will suggest you is to go to our YouTube page. Over there, you can find all our product videos uploaded over there. You can go to all. You can find the product regarding. You can find the video regarding all the features and everything. And any feedback or anything updated, anything feedback regarding our product, anything that you require, you can again contact us or contact our customer care team. So thank you very much. Now thank you very much for attending our webinar today. I hope that I have completely covered every part of a portfolio clinic, and it's very easy, and it should be very useful for you, whether you have an existing portfolio or whether you want to do a new investment. So thank you very much for joining our today's webinar. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.